Bobcats. Today we're going to talk about complementary events for probability. So if you're taking notes, you can pause this and set up your page. We're going to start with what a complement is, okay? Not the, oh, your dress is beautiful, or I like the way your hair looks. It's a little different. Okay, so let's start with our vocabulary. All right, so a complementary event. A complementary event is an event that together with its opposite contain all of the outcomes in the sample space. So I think we need an example here. I feel like there's an E there. There we go. I feel like we need an example here to make sure that we understand what's going on. Okay, so let's take a look at, I have, if you've ever played Life before, I have this awesome spinner, okay? Okay, it's the numbers 1 through 10, okay? So we can say, well, what is the probability of getting an odd number? Okay, so if you look at our spinner, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd numbers out of 10. Okay, so we have 5 out of 10 for the probability of getting an odd number, which we can reduce to 1/2. Now the complement of this is the evens, which hopefully your logic can tell you already. It's going to be 5 out of 10 because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's 5 out of 10 that are even, which we can reduce to 1/2. So what we can say is that these two events, odd and even, are complements to each other. They are complements because between the two of them, it covers every possible outcome. The sample space is 1 through 10. And if you're finding the probability of the odd numbers, that's 5 of them. And the even numbers is the rest of them, that's the other 5. Okay? Now what you should know about complementary events is the probability will always add to 1. So 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. Okay, so they always add to 1. Okay? I'm just going to put this little. All right. Now let's go ahead and look at another example. Let's say that we have a spinner. The spinner has 6 parts, 6 evenly spaced parts. I know my drawing is not very good, but let's assume that they're all equally as likely. So this is X, 3, 5, then the letter Z, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to first look at the probability of spinning a letter. Okay, if you look at this, there are 2 letters in this sample space. Let's actually write out the sample space just so we get practice with that. We always use these squiggly brackets. The sample space is all the possible outcomes. So x, 3, 5, z, 2, and 1. So here's the sample space. So the probability of spinning a letter. There are 2 possible letters out of 6 total. So the probability of getting a letter is 1/3. Now let's do the probability of not a letter. Okay, well, there are 4 that are not letters, so this is 4/6. When we reduce this, we get 2/3. So these are complementary to each other. They add to 1, and it covers every single thing in the sample space. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let you get started today on your work. You're going to be working on an IXL code today to get practice for this. If you have any questions, please screenshot your question and email it to your teacher so that they can answer it for you. Have a great day, Bobcats.